So I've been using Facebook, I think, since it was a thing. I believe it started when I was in college. And I've been on X since about August of 2020. I wish I could say it's all been great. Social media platforms like X are a great way of getting to, receive fast news, connecting with people throughout the world, sharing your thoughts even. But there are also things you need to watch out for. So here are the 7 deadly sins of social media. There are definitely more than just 7 ways a Christian can sin using social media, so don't take this as an exhaustive list. But let me share with you 7 pitfalls that I think are really easy to fall into when you're using social media, in particular X as a platform. Number 1 is speaking too quickly. Conversations happen really fast on social media, platforms like X. And so if you want to be a part of the conversation, you want to get in early. One of the dangers here is that you can end up regretting what you said. James chapter 1, verse 19 says, "Know this, my beloved brothers, let every person be quick to hear, slow to speak, slow to anger." It's easy to read or to see something online that makes you angry and to respond in anger. Add to this the fact that there are people on these platforms, on X, for example, who want to agitate you because it drives up engagement. Don't fall into the trap of being quick to speak and quick to anger. Number 2, I would say, is emboldened evil. Sometimes being online can bring the worst out of people. We talk in ways we probably wouldn't talk if we were sitting across from someone having a conversation, even if we disagreed with that person. I think there's a particular danger here for people who are anonymous online. I've seen some of the most evil, wicked speech, unbefitting of Christians, come from anonymous X accounts. And other people might not know who you are, but God does. John said, "For everyone practicing evil hates the light and does not come to the light lest his deeds should be exposed." Sometimes social media can embolden us to do evil because we feel like no one sees us. But the truth is God does. Number 3, self-exaltation. I think this is especially a danger for Christians who want to grow or maintain a platform. There is a kind of brand building, even in the Christian church, that I think we should be cautious of. Jesus said, "Whoever exalts himself will be humbled, and whoever humbles himself will be exalted." One of the temptations within social media is the temptation to platform yourself instead of Christ. Now, I don't think that means you shouldn't share things you're doing or things you've accomplished, but it's worth considering what's the heart behind what I'm sharing. Next, meddling. Because everything is just out there on platforms like X, it's really easy to insert yourself into other people's drama. It'd probably be better for you to avoid it. Proverbs chapter 26, verse 17 says, "Whoever meddles in a quarrel not his own is like one who takes a passing dog by the ears." Now, that text probably isn't referring to a domesticated dog like Lassie. It's talking about a wild dog. Dogs weren't domesticated pets in the ancient Near East, but scavengers. If you grab a wild dog by the ears as it's focused on scavenging, you're probably going to get bit. The 5th thing I think you need to watch out for is gossip. Given that anyone can say anything about whoever they want online, it's really easy for online conversations to fall into what the Bible calls gossip. Gossip is spreading negative information about a person behind their back in an attempt to harm them. This can happen in the open or in private chats, and it's sort of like a drug. Proverbs chapter 18, verse 8 says, "The words of a whisperer are like delicious morsels. They go down into the inner parts of the body." Again, I'm not saying we shouldn't address scandal, but are we hoping to hurt others by our speech or help them? Number 6, being quarrelsome. Paul told Timothy, "And the Lord's servant must not be quarrelsome, but kind to everyone, able to teach, patiently enduring evil." The temptation to argue online is very real. And sometimes maybe you can make progress, but quarreling over words, being unkind, unteachable, and impatient seem to be characteristic of a lot of social media conversation. Now, being a part of the latest quarrel is good for engagement, right? Who doesn't like to watch a fight? But it's probably not great for your soul. Lastly, one of the dangers is getting into this habit of tearing down instead of building up. Proverbs chapter 12, verse 18 says, "There is one whose rash words are like sword thrusts, but the tongue of the wise brings healing." To speak rashly means to speak without giving thought to your words. This is one of the dangers with not being slow to speak, and it's when we don't think about what we say that our words end up hurting other people. We should be slow to speak and give thought to the words that we say, not trying to quarrel, but to edify, to build up. Not to pridefully exalt ourselves, but to be examples of Christ-like behavior in everything that we do, even the things we do online. Jesus said that we're going to be judged for the very words we speak. Every word we speak, we're going to have to give an account for, and that includes the words we speak on social media. This means we need wisdom and maturity, but also mercy, because Proverbs chapter 10, verse 19 says, "When words are many, transgression is not lacking, but whoever restrains his lips is prudent." God give us wisdom and mercy.